You can probably see that there's some metal shavings right there, and that's exactly where they were when I took it apart. So it looks like the part gear chewed into the case a little bit. I'm not really sure why, and I could see that making a rubbing noise, but not necessarily the grinding noise that I had. And it definitely wasn't the park pawl or the way the park pawl was engaging. I double checked that. Now in addition to that, well, I've cleaned it up. I shouldn't have cleaned it up before I shot this video, but I did. There was a lot of metal shaving right in here, but with his gear spinning so fast, I guess it's hard to say what gear metal shavings might have been shooting off of. And they definitely came off a gear, because when I removed them, I checked them to see if they were magnetic, to see if, obviously it was grinding the case, which I thought I would have saw anyways. But at any rate, after I did that, then I went around these gears like this with, fresh gloves on, trying to find, metal shavings, and not really seeing necessarily what gear is grinding. So I thought, I'll shoot this video and just try to make it as clear as I possibly can. Obviously, well, I think, I say obviously, but I think the differential's in right. It only goes into one way. And then on the counter shaft, I'm going to come in real close so you can see which way the gears are going and go up through it. I never had those apart anyways. I didn't see any reason to take the counter shaft apart on this one. And then going up, now the first time I put it together, I had this gear right here turned this way, but my book says to turn it this way, and I'm pretty sure they're right. So that may have been my clanging in the first one, when I went and, so I turned that around because I saw it was wrong. But then in addition to that, I turned this reverse selector around. Now, I think, let me see. I looked at the wear on the bottom of the fork here. No, I can't find it. I looked at the wear right there on the bottoms of the forks, where they're kind of shiny. And then I looked inside here and saw that this was shiny. On the bottom, you can see a line, a shiny line right inside. Now it's hard to video right where my finger is. There's a shiny line. So I call this the crown, the higher part of it on the top here, and then the bottom, or what I call the bottom, it's got a little ridge to it, but nothing like the other side. So the first time I had it crowned down, and because of the way those inner teeth are staggered, that really seems right to me. But the second time I put it together, I turned it around. I mean, whatever. I don't know. I'm mostly filming this so you can see anyways, and tell me what you think. Crown up or crown down. So that would be crown up to me, or crown down inside the fork. But anyways, it'll go crown down, obviously. I just didn't. There we go. Okay. So anyways, that's the counter shaft. And then this main shaft, there doesn't seem too many opportunities to get anything wrong there. I mean, that's only going to go in that way, and that way. And then the secondary shaft, the bottom gear, well, I thought it was going to be hard to see, but I guess it's not all that hard to see. It's in there. You can see which way the teeth taper. If you try and then, pretty sure. So I just don't know. I guess it's down to whether or not I have that shift selector right or not. And the servo moves, and you can hear it blowing fluid in and out. I picked all the valves while I had it apart, cleaned them. Didn't put O-rings in the end caps, but I used a pipe cutter on them, to cut a groove in them to make them super tight. I don't really know what else to say. If you have any other questions, I can videotape some more, you know, to, you know, give you the opportunity to look at it, maybe. Thanks. 70 PSI.